Hello, everyone. My name is Chad Kaufman. I am the RFSI grant specialist here at the Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection. And today we're going to go over the grant personnel and fringe benefit worksheet that we've created over here at DATCAP. So this sheet should be included for all of our infrastructure projects. There was a version that had some difficulties in terms of calculations. So the newest version there is available on the DATCAP website underneath grants and then RFSI. You'll be able to click a link and download this new version here with all of those errors worked out. So with that, let's get started. Now you'll see here that this sheet has 6 different tabs. 5 of them are for personnel involved in your project, and then a final one here which acts as a basic summary of the costs that your entity has incurred for personnel. There's a couple cool features with this piece, which I'll start getting into over here with Personnel 1. So we're going to start here, and we'll say that I'm a part of the grant for RFSI, and that I would like to be charging time to the grant, whether it be for match or actual funds requested. This is a great tool for just keeping track of those costs there when you submit your reimbursement request and filling this guy in. But no, we'll say that I'm a part of the grant, and it's originally written in my contract there that I would be performing these works underneath my RFSI project. So compensation under grant, we will say that I am getting paid hourly and add about $10 an hour. And I have a fringe rate of 40%. Now, we'll also say that I'm not working too hard on this grant. Like, I'm not too involved there. I incorporated my time, but I'm not spending too many hours with it. So I'm just going to fill in a couple of these weeks here. And we'll say that I'm just going to do some random dates here. Say I took a long vacation. How about that? Came back. All right, that should be good. So total hours worked. I'll say I worked 40 hours a piece on those two, but looked like we were in a good spot. So I only really worked 20 hours for the grant, making my total 100. Following that, we will say I worked 40 for that time, 40 for that, and here. Actually, I'm sorry, we'll say 40 here, and then I only worked 20 here. Notes and activities. So for that first week there, I was really involved there with, say, a project, write-up, expense report, mileage calculation. And then here, again, very heavily involved too, working with vendors and new system implementation, install, and say I had some downtime here and I wasn't really involved in RFSI is in a good spot here. I just did some bookkeeping. So keep track of your total hours, the total hours worked, and then the total hours worked under the grant. So we've got good information there about what I was up to. Now, my partner, Grace, she's also involved on this grant, but we decided to do something a little different. We decided to change her from, she's not an hourly rate, but a salary, and she is making 20,000 a year, and her fringe cost is just a flat dollar amount. So her fringe cost for this year is only going to be amount. So this is where you'll have to change it to just general. And from general, we can just say that her fringe costs are 1,000. Now, those days that I was on, that time I was on vacation, she was working a little bit more on RFSI. So we'll fill in similar to here. So similar to here, she was working 40. As soon as I came back, she didn't really spend too much time on RFSI, but I took some downtime, so she came back and spent her whole week, the following week there working on RFSI. We can say that she was responding to grantees, helping with outreach, and reporting. Again, we're looking for a little bit more detail than that when we are actually writing our notes, just to give us confidence that, we understand that your entities are working on the project, but we just want to see just kind of a good idea there of what kind of work has been done, and gives us a lot of confidence there that we can tie this information in with the performance reports when your entities are submitting those biannually. Now, let's take a look over here. As you can see, what has done is captured some of those costs there relating to the grant. And depending on what dropdown you use there, it's going to calculate it differently. So that was a cool feature that we were able to design with this. And you're going to be able to kind of mix and match, because we know some entities have decided to do hourly rates or prorated salaries for their personnel reporting. So this was just a kind of a cool tool to help with summarizing that data. And when you submit for your reimbursement for these costs or reporting these costs as match, this will help your entity decipher how much there is, and then allow us to pick through and provide that ironclad confidence that your reimbursement is good. And then better yet, it helps finance approve of these reimbursements there, seeing that there's enough information that they feel comfortable with reimbursing or letting us report those costs as match. So going down the line here, we'll say this is Kaufman Farms. And my grant number is we'll do 100. How about that? Going down the line here, your entities, you can take a look and see if this does look correct for you. Does this make sense from how much work you guys have been doing? Also, too, if you still want to submit supplementary time stubs, that would be even better, just giving us even more confidence. We understand that there's a wide variety of entities. Some entities are using handwritten notes to keep track of personnel time. Others have advanced HR systems that allow you to track where time is even going, tasked out to specific projects. So we understand that there's a wide delta of tracking capacity. So this tool is designed to kind of help with that and keep track of those expenditures. So going down the line here, and again, if you want to submit additional detail, if you do have a tracking system, that does help a lot with our ability to process these reimbursements. It just makes for an even stronger claim for reimbursement. So when I'm working with finance, it helps in my conversations with our accountants in terms of how to proceed with the amounts that are reported. And well, enough of that here. We'll go down to supervisor approval. We'll say that I'm the supervisor, we'll say, and for entities that are, um, say for example, you're an entity that is owner operated and you've tied yourself as a part of the grant, you can write yourself as a supervisor. However, if you are tasking your time out and you do have a supervisor, say for example, you're involved and you're a project manager, then we would seek the your supervisor, whether it's like a VP or regional director or whoever your supervisor may be, then we would seek the signature of that individual to be placed on here. We'll go down here. And again, if you guys have any questions on who should sign, who shouldn't sign, just please feel free to reach out to us at RFSI DATCAP. We'd be happy to help with providing that guidance and then kind of streamlining this process so that it's easier the more you do it. So we'll say that Kara is our supervisor and supervisor title, director. And then the date, we'll just say 1/24/25. And then here's a cool feature with Excel. You can actually click to sign it. So when you click on this guy, double click, and then boom, it takes you to this cool little prompt here. And then what you can do is you can sign it. You can type in your name on here. Your supervisor should be the one signing it as um, standard process and procedure. And what they can do is just click, sign away here. I'm not obviously going to do that right now, but you would just click, your supervisor would just type in their name. And then once that's filled out, you can click sign. For example, if I did fill it out there, I can click the sign button. But we're going to avoid doing that for just right now. But yep, pretty straightforward. And again, if you have any questions on how to fill out this piece or who should sign, or if certain individuals can be placed onto the grant in substitution of other individuals, just feel free to let us know by sending out an email or giving us a quick call. We'd be happy to provide that guidance there. In any case, my name is Chad Kaufman, and thank you for watching.